Hi guys, how are you doing today? So this is going to be my March Holy Grails and Fails. I'm super excited because I haven't done a monthly favorites in forever, but I have so much great stuff to talk about. But first, I have to tell you guys a story because something kind of crazy just happened. So my husband and I have suspected that there's a ghost in our house, and I know that sounds crazy, but it is a little bit of an older house, and it doesn't really freak me out because I used to live in England, and we know that there was a ghost living in my house in England because there was a spot on the steps and it was the size of if a young child was sitting there, and it was several degrees colder than the other, like any other area. If you just stuck your hand in there, you could feel that it was colder. And my mom would walk in the house and she would see a kid running up the stairs and no one would be there. So it just doesn't really freak me out. But I swear you guys, I was sitting here and I was looking everywhere for my remote so that I could film this video, so I could, you know, make it easy. And I'm looking and I'm looking and I can't find it. And I specifically remember I had my Kylie highlighter right here because I'm going to talk about it, and I dropped it on the floor and I put it back up. So there's no way anything could have been on top of it. And I walked over to the side of my room looking for the remote. Maybe I put it over there. And I walked back over, and on top of the Kylie highlighter is my remote. It could not have been there. It was not me. Like, it was, I was like, the fuck? Like, I just had to share with you guys, paranormal experience. But like I said, it really doesn't bother me, so moving on. I think I'm gonna start off with like all my face products, and the first thing is the Black Light, I believe it's called. No, sorry, it's the First Light Priming Filter from Becca. This is a primer, and I was a little scared to try it because I break out from Becca highlighters. But I tried it in store and I just did a big old swatch on my arm and I left it there. I didn't wash it off and nothing happened to my arm. It didn't break out or anything like that, or there was like no redness. So I figured it was safe because in the past I bought Becca Moonstone and I thought it was giving me texture on my cheeks and breaking me out. And I ended up one night before I went to bed, I did a big old swatch of Moonstone on my hand, and I woke up in the morning and I had texture on my hand. So I knew that it was breaking me out. But this one didn't do that, so I bought it, I gave it a try, and I love it. So the thing I love about this is that it really does make a difference. It makes your skin so glowy and it's hydrating, and all the information's not on the bottle, but I was reading the actual packaging, which I threw away, and it had all these different ingredients listed that are supposed to be really, really hydrating for your skin. So I really love this. It doesn't fill in pores, it doesn't smooth out your skin, but it definitely adds hydration and glowiness, so that's what I like. So next up, I have two foundation favorites, and this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea in Porcelain and the Custom Cover Drops from Cover FX in N10. I normally wear these on their own, but today I wore them together just for the heck of it, and I really love how it worked out. I love this one from Tarte because it's super glowy, it's more natural, and you can still see things peeking through. So this is more of like an everyday foundation for me. And then the Cover FX one I always wear on its own with the Beauty Blender, which makes it more glowy, but today I used a brush so it's not as dewy. But this is like amazing coverage. I know you're supposed to mix it in with other things, but I love it on its own. It is like so full coverage and beautiful. You only need one drop. But together it's like the best of both worlds because even with a brush it's still super glowy because of this one, but it's also full coverage because of the Cover FX. So I love the combination. I love them on their own. They're just really great foundations. I do just want to say really quickly that when I was putting out all my favorites for this month, I realized that I only have like a few drugstore things, so I apologize for that, but I also don't want to be fake and say that I'm loving something when I'm not. So these are the things that I'm really, really loving, and I cannot tell you guys how much I love these Stila eyeshadows. The one that I'm wearing today is Bronzed Belle, and the other one I have right here I pulled out is Rose Gold Retro. I actually have every shade except for the black one and the really bright purple one. I am obsessed with these. I plan on doing a full video on swatching them and talking about how I use them because there's two different formulas. If you use Stila's website, you can get like 20% off, which is what I did to buy all the shades because they are kind of expensive. But the reason I justified it is because they're so unique. I don't have anything else like them. I got the little Pure Mac Daddy collab, and these are beautiful. They're really pretty too. They're very pigmented, but they're not glittery. And then I got the these e.l.f. ones to try too. And again, they're not glittery. They're just like a pretty liquid eyeshadow. So these I just feel like they're so unique that they are worth the price tag, even if you just grab one color that you know you'll use all the time. Next up is a bronzer, and this is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I feel like I've talked about this a million times, but it's honestly the best drugstore bronzer ever. I feel like it doesn't even look like I really used it, but honestly, you guys, I use this almost every single day. Occasionally, I'll use a different bronzer, but I use this so much. I mean, I guess you can kind of see it going in some, but this is just so amazing. It's like the perfect color because I can use this as a bronzer, but I also use it to contour because it's not too cool, it's not too warm. It's great for fair skin, and personally, I love the smell. It just smells like summer, and it's just, I really, really love this bronzer. I know it's one of the higher priced things at the drugstore, but it's so good. So next I'm going to talk about my highlighter in the shade French Vanilla, and I don't know why there's so many bad reviews on these. I personally really like them. I feel like they're actually an amazing highlight because you guys can see it gives a really pretty glow, but it's a little bit more on the natural side, and it's really smooth. A lot of highlighters just like emphasize texture, and I've had so much texture lately. I'm breaking out for who knows why, but it does not emphasize the texture on your cheeks. So I really, really like this. It just looks beautiful and glowy, and you can build it up. You can make it more sheer. It's just really nice. I'll give you guys a little swatch. See how pretty it is? I honestly don't understand why everyone's hating on this, but then again, at the same time I do because it's Kylie. Just in case you guys are wondering, the blush that I'm wearing today is Virginity from Kylie Cosmetics. It's not one of my favorites yet just because I need to use them all more, but I really do like them for fair skin. If you're darker skinned, forget it, they're not pigmented enough. But if you're fair, they're great. Okay, so my next highlighter I want to talk about is from the Tarte's Pro Glow To Go. This is actually a pretty good deal because it's only $23. And then inside you have two beautiful highlights and a contour. The contour is a little bit dark, but if you use a dual fiber brush or go in with a really light hand, it's nice. This shade right here is the one that I'm here for. So pretty. I've used it quite a few times on my channel now, and I just think it's such a pretty glow. It's a very pretty pink shade, and I just really like it. And then the yellow shade is also very beautiful. I normally find myself using the contour really lightly. I highlight with this, and then I take this shade right here and I highlight my inner corner of my eye and also my brow bone, which is not what I did today. I didn't use this at all. I used the highlighter, but I really, really do like this. So for lip products, I have discovered these lip liners from Wet n Wild, and they're amazing. They're their gel lip liner, and they are retractable, and they're so nice. I love retractable because I don't have to sharpen it, which is just convenient. And I have three shades. One is Petal Down, Bear to Comet, and Think Flamingos. I'm wearing Bear to Comet right now. It's a really nice nude, and I filled in my whole lips with it, and then I went over it with the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in Bestie, which is another favorite of mine. It's just really opaque, glossy, not sticky, and I just found myself wearing this a lot. But the Wet n Wild lip liners, dare I say, I like more than my ColourPop ones. They're super affordable. They're just convenient. I really hope that they come out with tons and tons of colors because they're just creamy, pigmented, beautiful, comfortable. I just really, really like these. I have a few tools to talk about, and one is this sponge from Swisspers. It's not wet right now. It's actually kind of dry, so it's not as big as it would be. But I recently discovered Swisspers in Walmart. I've been looking for their sponges for a long time because Emily Noel 83 always talks about them and says they're so good. And I found a set of 5 sponges for $15, which is a great price. And this sponge was in there, and it kind of reminds me of a beauty blender. I think the beauty blender is a little bit softer, but it still does a really, really great job. I've been using it a ton. It also came with, which one is it? It came with a little sponge like this. I haven't used that one yet. And then it came with another sponge, which looks like this, which I have used. This is incredibly soft and gets underneath the eyes really well. And then it also came with these 2 tiny little sponges, which are kind of like the micro mini beauty blenders. And as you guys can see, I've been using them for powder. So overall, I just think the set is really nice. If you have Walmart, you should definitely look for Swisspers sponges because I really like them, and I cannot stop using this black one. Another thing that I've been loving is this color switch from Swisspers also, and I kind of bought it on a whim. It was only $5. I've heard other people talk about the higher end version of this, which I think is like $15, which is like, no, I'm not gonna pay that. But for $5, I was like, well, may as well try it, and I didn't really expect to like fall in love with it. I just thought it would be a nice thing to try, but this is so nice, especially if you don't have that many brushes. I mean, I have like way too many brushes, but it's still nice because you just clean your brushes off so easy, so convenient. You don't have to deep clean them, because every time I clean my brushes I normally deep clean them, and it just makes it, I don't know, I just love it. So next up I have a palette that I've honestly been obsessed with, and it is the Violet Voss Ride or Die palette. And this is so beautiful. It's a very high price tag. I believe it's $75, and then you can get 10% off, but then you have to pay for shipping, so it still ends up being basically $75. But you guys can see it is gorgeous. It has holographic packaging, which is cute, and it has a little bow, and it's just very girly. So when you open it up, it has a humongous mirror, and it's actually really good quality. The whole palette is very heavy and sturdy. And then I'm just gonna bend this back for now, even though I wouldn't recommend doing that because I feel like it'll break if you continuously bend it. But I'm going to do that just for the purpose of showing you guys the colors. So this palette is just beautiful. The shades are creamy and pigmented and blendable, and I just love the quality. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I really haven't used like these shades right here, these 6 shades, just because I haven't been feeling cool tone looks, but this area over here has been getting so much love. This is what I used on my eyes today, and I just love it so much. The only thing I don't like about it is because it is ginormous and this actually doesn't go back all the way. That's kind of hard to do your makeup and lay it out on your desk or your vanity if you don't have, like, I don't know, I'm a really messy person, so I have makeup everywhere and I don't really have space to put a palette all the way out like this. It's very big. It is really great quality. It's the only Violet Voss palette that I own, but I find myself reaching for it so much. I'm just gonna open it back up because I remember one more point that I have about it is that I feel like this is the perfect palette for anything because you have everything that you need. There's a white matte shade, there's a cream matte shade, there's a highlight shade. There's different matte shades that you could use if you were darker skinned as a highlight, but you could also use these as transitions if you're fair. There's so many different transition shades. There's so many different crease shades. There's so many lid shades. There's a dark matte black. There's a matte brown. There's shimmery blacks. There's shimmery browns. Literally everything that you need, because this palette is so big and so many colors, it takes care of everything. Like if I could only have like a few palettes, this would definitely be one of them, and that's saying a lot. My last favorite before I move on to my fails is this necklace that I'm wearing right now. I talked about it on Snapchat, but I have gotten a few questions about it. But this is from Moon Glow Jewelry, and it's such a cute concept. They do moon phases, and you can choose a date that you want. And I chose the day that Roman was born on. Roman is my son, if you're not aware that I have a child, because I get comments every time I talk about him. Oh my god, I thought you were 14. I know, I understand, but yeah, the day he was born, and this is the moon phase for that day, which I just think is so cool. It actually glows in the dark. It's just a beautiful necklace. I love it so much. So my first fail is an epic fail, and this is the Pure Body Naturals Lavender Cleansing 100% Pure and Natural Micellar Cleansing Water. This was sent to me. So the reason why this is such a big fail is because the first time I tried it, I used it on its own, and it made my skin a little red. It made it burn a little. It was kind of uncomfortable, but I was like, you know, I'm just gonna try it again. I'm gonna see if I can make it work. The second time I used it, it made my skin red and uncomfortable again. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and try it with a gentle skin cleanser. And oh my god, my face was burning for hours. I have pictures, I will insert them. They are not cute. I had redness everywhere. It was like my face was literally in hell. Like it was so hot and itchy and red, and I was putting cold washcloths on my skin trying to make it feel better. It was just horrible. So I've been saving this so I could talk about it in this video and let you guys know if you see this, just don't do it. It's horrible. I'm sorry. Thank you for sending it to me, and I love some of their other products, like their like their coffee body scrub is so nice, but I actually have a second one that they sent me for a giveaway, but I don't even want to put it in a giveaway. I just want to throw it away because it's that bad. So my second fail isn't quite as dramatic. It is this little Sigma sponge. It came in their must have it mystery box or something like that, and I was excited about it because it seemed cool. I've always wanted to try the Sigma matte, but this just doesn't work. I mean, it's a cool concept, like, oh, I'll just make a little tiny one, but it's so tiny and it only has these two little stickers, and it like won't stay down in the sink. It's like the pressure of the water makes it move, and it just won't stay down. It just doesn't work. I mean, maybe if you like even then, like just putting it in your hand, I don't like see yourself being able to keep it down. So I don't know, this is just a fail. It did not help me wash my brushes whatsoever. So that was my March Holy Grails and fails. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have all of the products I talked about listed down below, and some links are affiliate, which means I make a small commission from them. And I want to tell you guys that I'm going to be doing a video very soon talking about affiliate links, how they work, what they really are, how much money you make, just because I feel like there's so much secrecy, and I never understood affiliate links, and I never like even gave them a bother, because to be quite honest, I watched a video maybe 6 months ago, and the girl was talking about affiliate links, and she was saying like, oh yeah, I make like 10 cents here and there. She had a much larger following than I do, and I'm going to be honest, within like the first 2 weeks of having affiliate links, I made like $20. So I just think that there's probably lies out there. I know that I was lied to, and after getting into it and figuring out what you sign up for and doing this and that and realizing that she lied, I was just like, what the heck? So if you guys are interested in that, please let me know, because I will make it a priority to film it sooner. But anyways, this has been very chatty. If you did like this video, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.